What up? What up? Welcome to Conversations with Qball. And tonight we got my man J Rowe. What's happening? What's happening?
What's going on with you?
Everything good. Everything good, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. Blessed, man.
Yes, sir.
Can't
Yes, sir.
complain.
Yes, sir. So tell everybody, who is J Rowe and where is J Rowe from?
Hey, man. Just a little bit of the background, man. J Rowe is pretty much, man. Calm guy, smooth, man. Come up, man, in the streets of Elkhart, Indiana. I was born and raised there, you know what I mean? And been through a lot of different, trials, tribulations, you know what I mean? Went to prison, you know what I mean? And then ended up coming back after doing, the time down there, changed my life around. And so I was doing music before that. And I ended up using my message, as a means to continue to do me. You know what I mean? I didn't want to just put it down. I wanted to continue on. So.
Okay. So, what type of music do you make? Like, let everybody know, the type of music that you make.
Yeah, I do, and it's not just a specific theme. I mean, although you can pretty much label it under gospel rap, Christian hip hop, but mine is more a little bit rugged. You know what I mean? It's based off of my testimony, so therefore, I will call it reality rap or conscious rap. Just without the cuss. So
okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
My lane.
All right. So let me ask you, J Rowe, what inspired you to start making music? Like, what got you really into the rap scene?
Actually, man, it was a while, man. It was a while ago. We used to just, freestyle at school, and my guy AK, I know you heard of him, Rob, AK, 47. He was getting a lot of the guys around, around the neighborhood, and he had one of the guys, that was in there recording, and he had told me to put together, had told me to come by his house and spit some stuff for him, and write something so I can record, so he can record me at his mama crib. So I went by, and I really wasn't taking it serious. I was just, thinking to do something, because he had him and Robin was doing them like events, like little post events, for talent or whatever. And he was like, man, I want you to be in, I want you to perform, man, put something together, go ahead and put it together. So I'm like, man, really, man? I had never, actually I had recorded one time, but so I was like, man, I don't even know how it gonna come together. So I put something together and performed that same song, and then from that point on, he was like, man, listen, you got something, man. He was like, man, you got a gift, man, you got a voice. He's like, man, listen, he told me, he said, man, if you would stop doing what you're doing, man, leave the streets alone and get serious, put your your heart in this talent, man. He was like, man, you can go somewhere, man. He was like, man, I really think that you can go somewhere. And so he kept staying on me, trying to get me up in there to stay with it. But streets and life, really mine was life, because I had to eat, that was my way of eating and feeding, the ones that I was taking care of at the time. So, ended up going by the wayside, but still had that in my heart. Yeah. Just long story short, man. Okay. AK, God bless you. So.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna get into this first joint called Heaven. Let everybody know who you got on this joint right here.
Yeah, man. This is my first single off of my project Lucid, called Heaven, featuring Scarface, Von Juan, and Paul Alba. Hope y'all enjoy it.
All right, let's get right into this joint called Heaven by my man J Ro. Y'all check it out.
Spoken a while, heard you had you a wife, y'all were expecting your first child. Wow, blessing, who'd have thought it? The homie grew up and spawned him in offspring. Of all things, y'all seem so excited. I'm writing to tell you I'm trying to get right, but it's like I'm stuck between the streets and trying to see Christ and fight. I struggle every day with it. I pray that one day that I get it. Adrian, he finally did it. All them talks of committing suicide came to a halt. Couple of months after his mama died. You always told her dream big, and if your dreams hit the scare, you ain't dreaming big enough. Like God begging for it.
Heaven's not far away.
Part of me, taking me from the bottom and reaching down to the heart of me, cleaning me from the inside out, and I'm like a new man, rising all the way up to the T.O.P. and I'm pursuing God. I'm on a mission just to make it into heaven, and being in my position, I'm ready, willing, and reverent, walking up in my shoes, taking it to the streets and coming up where I come from, banging being the reason that led me to God. Now I go hard on every level, I'm changing the game in Jesus' name, pushing the pedal, no opposition can stop me. Better yet, I'm on the come up and being deep in this field. I'm seeking heaven till the sun's up.
Heaven's not far away. You, I can find my place. I choose to worship you. I choose to lift my hands and praise. I choose to read your word. I choose to magnify your name. I choose to sacrifice. I choose to let you guide my steps. You're the way, truth, and the life. I'm thankful that you hung and bled. Yeah.
Close to me, you're like my mother. Close to me, you're like my father. Close to me, you're like my sister. Close to me, you're like my brother. Oh, closer than the vehicle riding my bumper. Heaven, you're closer than the Siamese. Just the presence that I need. When doubt and negative energy's present. Mind playing tricks on me, unleashing depression. Closer than the tango. Mentally enslaved like Django. But Christ set me free, so I keep him on my brain like a Kango. Hate come from every angle. For Satan stay up under my feet, toes and ankles. Breaking strongholds, life is a long road. Soon as I hit my knees and the song goes.
Heaven's not far away. You, I can find my place. I choose to worship you. I choose to lift my hands and praise. I choose to read your word. I choose to magnify your name. I choose to sacrifice. I choose to let you guide my steps. You're the way, truth, and the life. I'm thankful that you hung and bled. Yeah. You're closer than everything. Every choice we make determines everything.
Man, I love this record, man. Like, I love this record, like, for real. For real, bruh. Man, listen, how were you able to land Scarface feature, bruh?
Man, that was, you know what? That was a blessing. I promise. I was linked with my guy Von Juan, and Von Juan is a Houston rapper. He's another Houston Christian hip hop artist, and he had already had Scarface on a previous song. They got a video.
Okay.
So, you know, we was like, I hit him up and was like, man, you know what I mean? Let's do another joint, you know what I mean, and try to get a big feature. And so he was like, well, yeah, man, we could, you know. And so he named off a few of the big Christian hip hop artists out there, you know what I mean, Lecrae, you know what I mean, a few other ones. And I was like, well, really, you know what I mean? You know, if you can, you reach out to Scarface, you know what I mean, or whatever. He was like, man, he's like, listen, ain't nothing to it but to do it. All he can say is no.
Yes, sir.
And so he had hollered at him. He sent him the joint, the track, and I say it's about a month. You know what I mean? Because he was busy during that time. It was about a month or so. He hit him back. He said, it's fire. He said, I'm feeling it. And I was like, what? He showed me. He sent me the email. He was like, man, he said he's feeling it. I was like, man. He was like, I'm going to see if he, you know, give us the go, you know, whatever. And if he give us the go, I'm going to link up with his producer. You know what I mean? The dude that actually shoot his where his does his record.
Okay, his engineer.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Man.
One thing, I mean, that was right there. It was magic. Yep.
Man, that was a blessing for real. You got the legend Scarface on the joint. A lot of people can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people can't say that. You know what I mean? But you one of the ones that can, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And I want to congratulate you, you know, on that joint, because that joint is a smash hit to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's so much of a smash that it's in my playlist. Like, literally. You know what I'm saying? It's running. You know what I'm saying? So, man, congratulations on that, brother. For real. Yes,
sir, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, that was like, you know, I consider myself a success, if nothing else, you know what I mean? And then, you know, what really jumped it off was when he FaceTimed me, right? Mm-hmm. I was cheesing ear to ear. He like, man, what's up, man? He was like, man, you cheesing from ear to ear. We out here working, man.
Man, like, hey, man, look, man, celebrate all your wins, like all your successes, like the small ones, the big ones, medium ones. Celebrate them all, brother. That's what keep the momentum going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Celebrate them all. So, quick question. What is your take on the relationships between DJs and independent artists?
Man, I think actually, man, that's the actual key to the independent artist success. Actually, that's what's been my the thing that kept me afloat was my relationship. You know what I mean, with the DJs. You know, guys like yourself, Rob. You know what I mean. My guy DJ Spins from New York. Man, he, you know, just being able to, because he I can go to and just ask just different questions about the industry, and he won't pull no punches. You know what I mean? He'll help assist me in different ways that he can. Mm-hmm. And, you know, if I got a hot joint, he'll listen to it and be like, yeah, that's the one. He was like, I'm going to put it in my, you know, my playlist and spin it on the record or whatever. So, you know, them the ones that independent artists need the most to actually give you, you know, real feedback on a hit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If they're trying to make it.
Right.
If they're trying to make it.
What is your take on the impact of the internet in the music business? Like, do you think it helped? Do you think it hurt? What's your opinion on that?
Actually, I think it's like a two. It's like it can help and it can hurt at the same time. But I think it has helped advance, you know what I mean, the industry by allowing us to be able to get our music into hands or in the ears of mass amounts. I mean, far beyond where we could actually take it to. You know what I mean? Take it overseas and things like that. In the past, you literally had to go there. Mm-hmm. You literally had to get on a plane. You know what I mean? Your budgets had to be that big, had to be that large to build a fan base overseas or whatever. Now the internet just literally just takes it straight on over there. So that right there is a plus. But at the same time, I think it has made a lot of the artists lazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And stop them from actually being creative. Mm-hmm. Really real creativity, but it's a plus and a minus. It got its ups and downs.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off what you just said, as far as the artists being lazy and less creative, it's like they waiting to go viral. They waiting, like they trying to do something to go viral. You know what I'm saying? And that's really not what this business is about. You know what I mean? Right. In my opinion, that's not really what this business is about. This business is about longevity. You know what I'm saying? And longevity in it. You know what I mean? And a viral moment is just what it is. Because you're not viral forever. You may be viral for about a week, maybe less. You know what I'm saying? And then it's on to the next viral moment. You know what I'm saying? So, like you say, it has its ups and downs. It really does. The upside, is cool. It get, like you say, it gets into the hands of the masses of the people, real fast, instant, on demand. You know what I'm saying? So it helps too. I agree with everything you said. I agree with it. If you could work with any other artist and also open up for that artist, who would it be?
Man, that's a great question too, because actually one of my favorites now is Rick Ross. That would be a one that I say would be in my next reach.
Okay. Okay, yeah, just hey man, manifest that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I believe you can do it. You got Scarface. You know what I mean? I believe you can do it. So just put your best foot forward and make it happen, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we gonna get into this next joint, man, called Not Perfect. Tell us about that one.
Right, man. Now this joint got Young Noble from the Outlaw, and which Tupac guys, man. When I got a hold of him, he was like, man, he was willing, he was cool. He was like, just send me the joint over. You know what I mean? If it's popping, I'm gonna let you know. If it's not, I'm gonna let you know that too. And so I sent him the track, and he was like, man, I'm feeling that one. He was like, yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? And so it went so good that when he recorded his verse, and then I sent him my verse, he was like, man, I gotta go record mine, re-record mine, man. You came so aggressive. He was like, man, I gotta go and record. Okay. I was like, man, hey, that just missed my style though. Okay. He was like, yeah, I like it. I like it. So,
man, listen, you are landing some legendary features, bro. Like this is unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Like you landed some legends. You know what I mean? Congrats, man. For real.
Thank you.
Man. So with that being said, man, we gonna hop right into this joint called Not Perfect. Let's go.
Yeah. J-Roll, Young Noble.
We not perfect, but we worth it. So deep in the game and we just scratching the surface. I wanna mention the saver from Indiana to Jersey. We a part of the kingdom, even though we are not worthy. We not perfect, but we worth it. So deep in the game and we just scratching the surface. I wanna mention the saver from Indiana to Jersey. We a part of the kingdom, even though we are not worthy.
Blessed is the believer believers, the givers and receivers. Every night is a fight, got us wrestling with demons. You can ask J-Ro, you gotta watch the angles. My destiny is mine, it's gonna go how I say so. Things happen in life you just can't control. Keeping my peace of mind, never selling my soul. They label us outlaws, then they throw us in a slammer. Struggle is the same from Jersey to Indiana. They looking all in the camera, recording their own crime. Attention is a drug, got a fiend for shine. Blind leading the blind in these desperate times. The good die young, I pray you not next in line. Don't get swallowed by the drugs, sex and lies. They looking down on the thugs, but we children of God. We was made in His likeness. I ain't perfect, but I'm righteous. Give thanks for the light through the darkness.
We not perfect, but we worth it. So deep in the game and we just scratching the surface. On a mission to save them from Indiana to Jersey. We a part of the kingdom, even though we are not worthy. We not perfect, but we worth it. So deep in the game and we just scratching the surface. On a mission to save them from Indiana to Jersey. We a part of the kingdom, even though we are not worthy. I was hungry, so had to eat up just to catch me a meal. Had to grind since I was 9 just to get it for real. On a mission to be an outlaw, made me a southpaw. Switching on oppositions just because I was out raw. Now, ain't no escaping in my life as a thug. Had me selling drugs and pushing packs heavy with slugs. Trying to make it up out the ghetto, ended up in the slammer 32. Over my head, still feeling the hammer. Never wanna be out the pen, now I'm deep on the low. Change the game to winning souls, now we ready for more. Young Noble by my side, we hitting the block for the kingdom. Tell every gangster, pimp player, we coming to ring 'em. We not perfect, but yeah, we coming from Indiana to Jersey. Lifting up every soul just to let them know that they work. Applying pressure on every end, the kingdom is in me. Hear me? Rev up to the top of the world, helping out many. Never sleeping until our casket drop on the deep end. Overcoming this lifestyle, trying to keep them from seeing a world full of nothing but hate, envy, and lust. They blaming and hanging everything on in God we trust. To justify the means just to keep an advantage. Trying to manage so everybody in the world got a panic. Nobody has ever been perfect, but the Lord we follow. It's a cold world, and some of us ended up being hollow. We not perfect, but we worth it. So deep in the game, and we just scratching the surface. On a mission to save them from Indiana to Jersey. We a part of the kingdom, even though we are not worthy. We not perfect, but we worth it. So deep in the game, and we just scratching the surface. On a mission to save them from Indiana to Jersey. We a part of the kingdom, even though we are not worthy.
Yeah, y'all did y'all thing on that one, man. For real, that sounded like, man, that sounded like Tupac almost coming through there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, bruh, you killing it. You, man, listen, man. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. Keep it going, bruh. Keep it going. I'm liking what I'm hearing, for real.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes,
man.
Sir.
So, what would be some advice you would give to up and coming artists, as, you know, like yourself?
My thing, man, is that if you're hungry and if you're serious about it, you know what I mean, master your craft, master your style, and don't be afraid to invest in yourself. The key thing about making people serious or letting them know that you're serious is showing them that you're not afraid to invest. That's the key. You are the investment. You know what I mean? We as independent artists are the investment. Forget the label. The label's trying to put behind us. We are the investment. And as much as you put, as much worth as you put behind yourself, all you doing is putting value behind yourself. You know what I mean? And so don't be afraid to invest in yourself, because the more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you will become in the end. You got to do it, though. We got to do it.
Absolutely. So, quick question: what's next for J-Ro?
Actually, man, I'm about to put together this EP called "In Good Company," and it's gonna be all my features that I have with industry artists. I just finished a new one called "You Promise" with Lazy Bone.
Okay.
And that one, man, that one is one. That one is shoo. But it's gonna be on there, and plus I got my next single which would be one of my solos. So, which is called "Turn to God," and so it's gonna be a five song EP.
Okay.
It's gonna be, it's gonna have heaven. It's gonna have songs, and with T-Rail, God knows, but it's gonna have extra ones like I said, with Lazy Bone and another one, a couple other ones on there. So
okay. Yeah, so you working, bruh. You working. You know what I'm saying? Artists, take note of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You have to invest in yourself. You know what I mean? Because just like right now, I'm looking at J-Ro. I'm believing in him because he's believing in himself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you gotta believe in yourself. So man, give them your social medias, man. Tell them where they can see you at.
Man, you can hit me up at J-Ro William everywhere. On Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is Jermaine J-Ro Pulliam. My YouTube is J-Ro Pulliam. All of it is all the same across the board. LinkedIn, got a LinkedIn account. I got TikTok, but I haven't been on TikTok though, like that. I just got build up some of my
follow account.
I just gotta start getting on there and building that up. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm on there, just J-Ro Pulliam. You can find.
For sure, man. And I want to say, I appreciate you taking time out your day, to come and have a conversation with me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Most definitely. I appreciate you having me too, bro.
Yes, sir. Give it up for J-Ro, y'all. Give it up for him. Make sure y'all tune in to the next Conversations with Qball, all right? Let's go.
One.